What's up, y'all? It's Jam and Sam here, and today we're gonna finish finalizing the DK1 soundtrack. And we're gonna start with the credits tune. Now let me see, this one doesn't sound quite right. Alright, now, see, there's like a bunch of songs that use this instrument. So what I'm going to do is, and actually a bunch of songs that use, I'm going to go back and copy the mixer slot on, or the mixing channel on some of the previous mixes for these instruments so that we can have the most consistent mixing. So let me grab the, let's see, how about the electric guitar from the boss tune. Okay, so the distorted guitar. Alright, and now we need the, how about the strings from Aquatic Ambience? What's up, y'all? Perfect theme for stars. Is that FL Studio? Yes, that's FL Studio. What's up, Fabian? Alright, so let me just save the, let's see, where is it? Strings. Alright. And what else do we need? We need the bass, like that acoustic bass. So let's save that one from Bonus Room Blitz. Let's see, bass. Okay, now let's come back to what was it? The credits tune. Alright, so I forgot about the Airvox mixing thing. Let's grab that one from the cave tune. Alright, so synth vox. We don't need this to be there every time. Alright, now we can go update the credits. Alright, here we go. So we have the Airvox. Let's drop that in there. And then there's a delay we kind of like stopped out of there, so we're gonna have to fix that. So has a delay interval of 2 and a little bit over 2 steps. So let's go. Time is 2.0 plus just like 4. Yeah. Now let's see how our lead sounds. Oh wait. Alright, what else do we have in this thing? We have that distorted guitar. And that's going to be here. Alright, and our strings. Nice and warm. Let's raise that up a bit. Alright, so now let's check all our other tracks, see how they sound. Sounds about right, like it did in the game. I think it has too much of the sub though. I've added a lot of sub in there. Give it a little more. Alright, so the rhythm loop. I like that reverb. That sounds good. I don't think we need any tape effects on it because it sounds pretty warm already. Let me check on that. Yeah, that's good. So the synth box already checked. Let's see our drums. We don't want our snare to be too like louder than the kick. Or the tom either. And this, wait, this bass, I wonder if it's like, I want to make it more tape-ish. Like it's coming from a tape. No, the saturation is good. Well, actually, yeah, I think I would like to have it a little more vinyl sounding. So let's, instead of this, let's do Ferox. Alright, that's good. Now let's check our drift. No drift. Oh wait, that's the low. Never mind. Alright, so that should be about 75. Maybe even less than that. 50. Perfect. Alright, so then there's the strings. I think did we look at that already? I think we looked at everything already, actually. So let's hear it all together. Why is there's that skip in the strings every time it changes notes? It doesn't have enough release. There we go. Nice flowing strings. Oh, I love the mixing on these strings, actually. It really works really well outside of aquatic ambience. So next we have, let's just go through the thing. Oh, see, this isn't working. This right here, the guitar. Something about it. Let me try and play it with everything else. First off, it's too loud. Sounds pretty good. There's an annoying, something's annoying about that that guitar dive. First off, it doesn't have enough release between those notes. Second off, it's missing some frequencies. Maybe too much lows. And not enough crunch. It's too muddy. Pretty good. Oh, but we have a convolver here. That's why I didn't care for the reverb too much. We need to use, so for it to be sound consistent, we need to use the same reverb plugin across all the tracks. But I think this one needs a lot more reverb. It's okay if I overcrank the reverb because there's also the strings going through there and they need all the reverb they can get as well. But this guitar though, I don't want to overcrank the reverb on it. Oh wait, it's not using reverb, never mind. I don't want to overcrank the reverb on that guitar so much either. There's a tone, there's like a lingering tone in that guitar that is just like droning on. So let's see about maybe shortening the notes. That ought to do good. Oh yeah, much better. Vox isn't loud enough. There we go. Now let me check my meters to make sure I'm not clipping anything. Oh yeah, we have plenty of room. I think the velocities must be low on that Vox. No, it's not. Well, it could be a little higher. And there should be a little more attack on that. That's about right. That guitar is still like ringing out. Those toms are too loud. Those are not quite big enough. Okay, so these need to be the same volume. Okay. I don't think I've ever needed this thing in the other songs, the saturation knob. Yeah, we don't need it. Kick's got plenty of kick. dive higher than in the original. Let me check. Let me listen to it. Because it sounds a little bit off. I'm not quite sure what it is or if it's just compression, but... It doesn't last as long as what it is. I don't want it to be so abrupt. There we go. That's a good middle ground. Maybe not so much of that sharpness. Good. And it needs to be louder too. What's the absolute loudest we can push this thing before we get to the tip of the thing? Go way louder. In fact, let's give us some more room. Let's turn the channel up. There we go. Perfect. And that synth box still sounds pretty weak. Up. Perfect. I think, yeah, we have a healthy waveform here, and it sounds really good. So, some of you have complained about the about the lag, and I think YouTube is telling me it's because I have a resolution that's too large. I mean, I'm not an expert at these things, so I don't know how much the resolution is supposed to be, but I'm gonna cut off the stream for a second and then change the resolution and come right back. Alright, now see if this makes it a little better. Let me know how the stream is rolling now. See, it says excellent connection, so we're good. Have you done this finalization of DK Island Swing yet? No, I have not. It's coming up. We're going in alphabetical order. So right now we're on C. We have to get to S. So without further ado, since these things seem to take a long time, let's move on to the next track. Also, the MP3s for this are for the ones we've already done are on the G drive already. So you can go and download those at their respective videos. So now we're going to Fear Factory. Oh boy. This is a big one. Complicated one. Alright. Here we go. Someone said they're gonna be super picky about this one, so I hope they're here right now. All right. So far, so good. I want more vibrato on that violin. Faster fade out. I want even more vibrato. Slower vibrato. And if you listen closely, I added the slightest amount of portamento, which means that the notes kind of slide together. Because if this was on a real violin, the notes would be kind of sliding together. And also makes it sound a little more emotional. Check it out. You just made my aunt happy with she played DK1 and got very emotional. Oh, nice. I love hearing about people get emotional to the water level. Like they're hearing it for the first time or something. All right. Now everything sounds good, but I wanna hear the beginning again because some of the volume be off. That the feedback might not have the right vibrato. It sounds too droning. It needs some a little more vibrato than it actually has. Try 3. Looks like the stream is going slow again, so some of you might experience some lag. That's good. That's perfect. All right. Oh, that Vox is perfect, but I need some I need that tape slow effect. Tape effect. Even better. Now it's too loud. But see, the I know it does that in the original, but the Vox stops too abruptly for me. I want it to fade out a little bit more. And maybe it would just help if we gave it some release at the end of that at the end of all the notes, so that they all felt smooth. I thought they reached their peak volume faster. Let me check the original. Yeah, they did. That's probably why it sounds so abrupt, or one reason at least. But let's lessen the attack to about 50. Oh, too much. Try 62. We want it to go for 1 bar long. Alright, and the decay should be shorter. Not that short. But remember, we forgot to calculate the drift because we have a tape simulator on there. So we have to calculate drift for this Vox. Even though it's not a big deal because it's like such a pad. Even more than that. There we go. Perfect. All right, now I want to take this Ferox channel and like apply the same preset to all the other Vox channels because there's like two. Well, there's only one other one. That's fine. But here we go. It's not the right drift. It was okay for the other one that we didn't have the right drift because it wasn't much of a pad. It was kind of a pad-ish thing. Nope, still not right. I need to put a note of it at the beginning. Right here, so okay, so it's like it's too much. Oh wait, I already had it, like kinda. That sounds pretty good. Let me hear it with the full. Someone said the harps behind the factory synth. You mean that, probably mean that rhythm loop. Melody loop, whatever. That's good. volume. There we go. That's good right there. Those toms are too quiet. Where's the toms at? Here they are. Good. But I think I want those toms to have reverb. Even though they didn't have it in the original. But they only need a little bit. Not that much. Does it have reverb on it? Oh, it has another reverb thing. Okay, I think it mutes out. Yeah, it mutes out, but we don't need it to mute out. Just like lessen. Just needs to lessen. I don't know why it's not. Oh, it's freezing. That's alright. It's freezing on me. Okay. Now all we need to do is say that it's full in the beginning. Oh my god. For some reason this project goes slow when there's like when you're doing event editing like this. And then when it comes to the, here we go, right here. Give it 50%. A little less. Perfect. Maybe a little more, because it sounds, it's not pushing through. Yeah, there we go. Okay, someone asked if we're going to restore Northern Hemisphere. Yeah, we will, but I need, there's some instruments I'm missing. I know where they are, I just don't have the machine. It's the Proteus FX. There's a couple of instruments I need from there, and I can't find them online. I think they are. I just have to buy them. They might be. I think they're on like Digital Sound Factory. I have to see if I can find them on there. They're like, I don't know how much they are, or if they're even on there. All right. So what were we doing? Oh yeah, the violin. It needs some. It needs tape saturation. I'm going to try doing this and this and this, and let's remove that saturation knob. Have this and just keep this instead and see where that gets us. Oh yeah, that's good. Let's give it, let it go all the way high. And let's not forget to calculate the drift. Say 150 to start out. Now let's go all the way to beginning and put a, where is it? Here it is. Okay, that's actually perfect. And I think I had gave it a little previous before, like a little bit. No, I didn't. Maybe it could, I think the marimba could stand to be quieter, and the violin could be louder. Now that bass in that section needs to be as loud as it always is, or as it usually is in the rest of the mix. Where is it? Everything is so disorganized in this project. Where is that? Oh, the Airvox, right, would be right. Airvox bass, Airvox bass. Oh, here it is. So this one, oh yeah, look, there's a volume difference here. This one's actually louder. I think yeah, right here. All right. Yes. And this one also needs that Ferox. And what was the right here? 125. Oh, it's a little bit offbeat, so it's a little too much. There we go. I think it sounds better without reverb at all. Strings need to be louder. Alright, here's the problem with the strings being not loud enough. And so I'm gonna bring in the our strings mix. Not so much attack. Beautiful. Whoops. Perfect. Alright, let's see what y'all are saying. What are your specs? Mine, I don't even know what my specs are. It's just like a Dell Inspiron. Thermal throttling, which is probably good that my laptop throttles it, because my laptop fan is running all the time. Airflow could be culprit. Airflow could be the culprit. I'm not going to go through all that. Alright. So, hi, love your work. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Alright, so let me give this like one more listen through, and then we'll call it done. Why is it so hard to hear the kick right here? Need more delay on the strings. Right, the kick. sidetracked. Here's the problem, it's all the way down here. Oh yeah, yeah, finally, right? The MSU patch will be complete. Dun, dun. All right, so exactly the same. That's exactly the same. Let me check it for any differences. Oh, that's the same. And wait. Yeah, the fade in is not quite right. That's why the attack was different on the other one. Perfect. I'm just going to copy this over. Perfect. Alright, I think that's good. LOL, my machine lagged at the exact moment the audio lagged. What a coincidence. That's like when you it's like when you burp and hiccup at the same time, right? I don't know. Someone said that would like kill you or something. But alright. Alright. So yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, I think it's coming together, so let's move on before we spend too much time on this track. Forest Frenzy. Now this one was a bit of a mess, and I had to like kind of clean it up. No. Yep, everything is the same. Ooh. I like that bass. I like the mixing on that bass. Not quite a fan of that. This sample is really low quality. It was that sample that was always really low quality. It's that machine that it comes from. But let's put a tape simulator on it and see if we can't like convincingly crush it. Ooh, that sounds better already. Pretty good. Now we want to keep the same consistent reverb plugin as we use for everything. Now we're in a forest, so we want to kind of hear that slap back. I'm only giving the all the tracks a touch of like vinyl sound, like the ones that sound like too raw. So I'm giving them like a little bit of warmth from the vinyl. So like this one, it just sounds like a synth, like a bad synth. So I'm gonna make it sound like a vinyl instead. Alright, and that's going to make it, of course, is going to make it need some plug-in delay compensation. Alright, where does it exist? Here we go. So, put this at the beginning. Alright, too much. Still too much. A little bit less. Perfect. But it's not, I think that sample has some like too much attack to it. So let's give it a little more, just to kind of equalize it out. Let's go back to 150 and work back from there. That should be good right there. Let's see how that sounds in the mix. Might be a little bit too much. Do 125. Perfect. Now these drums are very bad. Oh, it's a convolver, that's why. We need the same plugin. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Alright. Why is everything so bright? Okay, this obviously needs to go away. That's why. That sounds even like a lot better actually. But maybe I can bring a little bit of that brightness back. Alright, that's good. Now the drums. think everything just needs to be a little darker. Maybe not so much reverb for this one. See, the important part is that is like the pre-delay, so we get that slapback sound from the trees. Like if we were in a real forest, you would hear like a bunch of echo, like small echoes. It wouldn't just be reverb. So it would kind of sound like this. So that's a good FX reverb. And I didn't even. All right. All right. All right. So what are y'all saying? Audiophiles prefer vinyl due to it being higher quality than CD. Yeah, I mean, CD is kind of, yeah, CD can only go to like 40, I don't even know what CD, but vinyl has a warm quality. It's not that it's higher quality, it's that it's got a warmth to it that I like. Now, I like to have a balance between vinyl sound and like pure, clean. I like to have just a little bit of that vinyl warmth. Like, not really super warm, but like kind of a balance. Let's see. Make more soft the drums or make more heavier. Which is it? Let me see. I think we've got the drums good, actually. See, if you want the drums to be softer, you have to put some attack on them, but I don't think the drums are supposed to be softer. Let me go and look at the original again. Here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, the tom definitely has some attack to it. Perfect, right there. And maybe the snare as well. That's good, but the ride definitely doesn't have any attack. And so does the bass, also has some more attack to it than I thought. There we go. That's good right there. And the flute, I think, is like too long. It rides out too long. Alright, that's good. Now let's go through them one by one instead of all at once. Now this harp sounds kind of muddy. Perfect. I also want some stereo separation to that. Not enough. Let me get some stereo delay in there. There we go. Make it sound like it's kind of coming from everywhere. Alright. Now the marimba, ostinato. Alright, so that sounds good. Now, this organ needs way less reverb. Oh, that's why. And remember, we want that kind of slapback sound. Yeah, dude, listen to how that sounds like you're in a forest more now. Not so much reverb, just a touch of reverb. Perfect. And we want the same slap back for this as well. Oh wow, this is not exactly the same. Pretty good. This harp is also muddy. Now the piano in the original used a much lower, like a much higher note, like it used a note up here. But this is a different sample as down here. But it played the high sample way down here, so it sounded different. It sounded more muffled. So what we're gonna do, it sounds a little bit like, I don't know, just different here. So let's take the cut off and change it down here to try and match that. That sounds pretty good. Alright, that's good for that. Get that high snap on there. Alright, that's good. Now, let me see what y'all are saying. Alright. So, let's hear how it all sounds together now. Now, because this is kind of a different sample, I wonder if it would sound better with just the upper piccolo sample, because that particular sample doesn't sound so good. Whoops. Oh yeah, that sounds so much better. Piccolo sounds off sync. Oh yeah, it's got a, well, I've already accounted for that. Look on Digital Sound Factory for Proteus FX library. They have all the Proteus stuff there. digitalsoundfactory.com. That piccolo does sound off. Yeah, it's still from the Proteus too. That harp sounds really low. For the drums. I mean, the tom is too low, that's about it. I think the pitch of one of the toms is off. There we go. And the shaker is supposed to have this. Oh, it has it. It's good. Oh, at 141. At 41. skips a part right here. When it says the heart part. So like... Yeah. Right. Maracas, shaker, whatever. It's pretty much, they're very similar instruments. Yeah, it was fixed. Hello. Alright, now everything sounds pretty good. Let me look at the... raise the bass a little bit. So you're saying that with 41 to 43, is that near the end of 43 it plays the toms? Yeah, see, I fixed that. Initial attack on the flute part. plays 3 notes instead of 2. I don't even know. Sounds like it's right to me. Thuds are a little bit more spread out sounding. Someone said is that maybe there's too much attack on the initial flute part. That's perfect. Part is really quiet. Here we go. What was that? I thought I heard something weird. But the door knocks. Door knocks need a little more kick drum. So if you put a little more reverb on it, it sounds like this. there's no ending. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to write an ending for it. I got this. Check this out. So and then the master volume can do like fade out like that. Alright, so 41 to 43. Let me see. So you're talking about right here. So you're looking at what, the tom? Oh, cool. I literally didn't do anything. Alright. And then, but that repeat, when it repeats, it has to do that as well. So I have to change it there too. So like right here. maybe just that right there. Perfect. Now that part does have too much reverb. Someone said, "Is there there's a slight thrumming of a bass?" Alright. Yeah, I think it's more, it needs even more attack. That sounds good. Doesn't play between 5 and 55. I don't know what you mean. It doesn't. You mean it doesn't skip like that, right? You mean that this drum beat doesn't skip? Because you're talking about this skip in the drum beat, right? It's, you say that doesn't happen from 51 to 55, but it already doesn't. I already don't have it happening there. Alright, yeah, everything seems pretty much perfect. Those four knocks should sound a bit fuller. Those four knocks should sound a bit fuller. I don't know what you mean. Something is off. So you say something is off from 51 to 55. Oh, wait. Ah, it has a similar skip. Right. So it doesn't play, it plays that first part twice. Alright, it's back. Alright, here we go. So let me follow through with this kind of thing. That's that. To be a bridge. There we go. Now we got it. Move what was used in the first that sounds perfect. Perfect. Alright, if there is no... meaning it's no longer raw. Right. Now, if no one else has any more objections, we will go on to the next one. Most of the improving on this one y'all have done. I apparently can't hear much in the way of this song. Alright. Alright, no, so that will be served medium rare. Just the 31 stomp sound. What? Okay, so 31, someone says. Oh, oh yeah, that bass. What it I think it's a little quiet. Could it be louder? Let me look at the meters. See if we can afford some extra volume. Oh yeah. Okay, we could raise that up a lot. Kidding me? It's in the blueprints. Yeah, it does. See? It's right there. kind of made popular by Aphex Twin and Goa Trance, i.e. drugs. Alright, so that is all good. Now let's save this and Sticker Brush Symphony. No, we're not doing that today. Sticker Brush Symphony is DK2. Your hearing's not bad, going bad. Alright. Now let's see. We're gonna take I think I'm gonna take a break now. Rest my ears. Alright, so I'm gonna come back in a couple of hours and we're gonna start on what's next. Funky's Fugue is next. Alright, y'all. I'll be back.